Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. How you guys doing? How's your week been? Has it been fantastic? Mine has been great, I guess. It's been stressful, but we're grateful for it all. For my returning subscribers, God bless you. I appreciate you guys. You guys are simply the best. I know that you guys noticed that I have changed my channel name from Abby to Happily Married with Abby, and it's because we are trying to get there. We are trying to get more professional. We're trying to.
Your husband is there.
I've introduced you. Don't worry, calm down. We're trying to get there. We're trying to get. I don't know why I'm so excited about being in this video. We're trying to upgrade. And yeah, so it's Happily Married with Abby. Thank you so much for your support. And to my new people, to the people who are just watching us for the first time, watching my channel for the first time, I'll say thank you. I hope you guys join soon. So please like, share, subscribe. And if you learned anything in this video, you can always share with us in the comment section. I have our usual special guests here with me. Please, sir, introduce yourself.
No, Mr.
Sorry. Prince.
Ademola Adekoya.
You're welcome, sir. You're welcome, Prince.
Good to be part of the video today. So.
Well, hello.
Let's move.
It's Father's Day today, by the way, and it's a special edition video. I told you guys I was going to give you a part 2 on the communication series. The first one I talked about, how women should be communicated to by their husbands. In this one, we're looking for how the women will communicate to their husbands, so how the men should be communicated to. And I wanted to do this video. I've done my research and everything, and I can just say, it's better if they hear it from a man's perspective. Maybe people get it, right? And just disclaimer, I'm not an expert in all of this. This is our personal experiences and from the advice we've given to people that thankfully have worked. And we think, this is the Christian way on how to handle matters like this. So yeah, let's get on with it. Alright guys, so the first one I talked about in the last video is the physical communication, where I spoke about touch. Yeah, watch me. So, how do you think men should be communicated to physically?
He said it's not always when you want to communicate with your wife physically. It doesn't have to end in the bedroom.
It doesn't have to get there.
It doesn't.
I said it doesn't always have to get there. It doesn't have to always lead to sex. That's what I said. Okay, but for men, it always has to get there. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Like she machine.
Sorry. Okay, so
how do you want to be communicated to physically? Basically.
Physically means physically.
You're speaking for all men, though.
No. You already said this is our own.
I spoke for most women. Yes, Abby? Did I speak for you people? I spoke for most women.
I will speak for myself.
And most men. Or majority of men.
I think we want to be communicated to sexually in bed.
So every time I touch you, we land in the room. Every time I do like this, we land in the room.
So you now want me to now be having sleepless night and be having how do I put it? Be imagining things when I can actually have it.
That's the issue we always have when it comes to this.
We have it every time.
Babe.
This is our private experiences, personal experiences that we want to share.
Yeah.
And that's what we talk about every time. And that's what you complain about every time.
Yeah.
I tell you, so come and cuddle. And be like, no, your cuddle must end somewhere.
Because I like cuddle. Why can't we just cuddle? This is not most men, though, because I know most men. I'm not speaking for most men.
I don't know.
Will you always land in the bedroom?
I don't want to cuddle. I don't just want to cuddle.
Okay, so how do we meet in the middle?
We've always been meeting in the middle.
How?
Sometimes it's just talk. I think I've learned that. I've learned how to talk without expecting anything in return. It works. Sometimes, but sometimes it doesn't work. You know, it is what it is. Move,
Guys, I don't think we should have started with this one.
to the next.
We should have started with this one. I thought.
No, you said we should. I've said my mind,
Yeah, so
and I've said most men's mind.
how do you meet in the middle? Compromise, guys. Compromise.
You're back from
Compromise.
work and
Compromise, guys.
compromise
Compromise.
is,
Please, it's not every time we want it.
no, it's every time we want it. Don't see. You are talking for women. Why are you talking for us now? You've done for women.
Hey, that's what I'm telling
talking
you
for
now.
men.
So how do we meet in the middle? Compromise.
No. When you did your video, you did not ask. Men.
Because it's obviously, now that we know that for men it always has to end with sex, and for women it doesn't always have to. So I'm telling them, how do we meet in the middle?
The way we
Compromise.
meet in the middle.
Now you've been compromising.
But
Compromising
that doesn't mean you are happy
understanding.
compromising. No, that doesn't mean.
No, you are happy because you understand that your wife is tired, or you don't mind because you know that it's been a stressful day.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's the compromise.
That's true. But why don't women say, "Oh, I've had a very stressful."
Hey.
So no matter how stressful you
I don't know why no matter how. So this is when he's the one, when I'm tired and he's the one coming, I'm like, man, babe, I am exhausted.
Boy, the man is tired.
But if he's tired and I come, he never says no.
You see?
I don't get it.
You see? Men.
Why don't you say no? When I'm not tired, if it's because I feel, and I tell him, oh, if I feel you're tired, if you're tired, you know, you can just let me know you're tired. Like, I can never be tired for such. I don't care.
That's how I want to be communicated.
For me, I can be tired though. Anyway, moving on, guys. We're talking about the emotional one now, the listening aspect. You know, I spoke about how sometimes women just want to be listened to, and I think we had an argument about that last night.
That was not an argument. That's what you've always been saying, and I joke about it every time.
Yeah. So yes, 10 years down the line, and we still have to repeat. Sorry, they're still learning. Anyways, the emotional one, you always have to listen, right? I talked about that. So
Yeah,
in
women want men.
women want,
Listen.
yes. So in the men's case, how do you want me to communicate with you emotionally? So when maybe anytime you're in your feelings, or maybe when you expect me to understand that this is what you're going through.
I don't like it when I'm being treated like a baby. And I keep telling you, I don't like it when you now make me feel as if I'm.
But I'm trying to calm you down.
No, but I keep telling
And
you.
then say, don't worry,
Everything will be
fine.
Yeah, and I'm like, is that what I want to hear right now?
Okay, so what do you want to hear at that point when it comes to your emotions? I understand that you guys like being like, you know,
Yes,
mature.
now. Yes, now.
That's what you've been taught. But we keep hearing, you know, as men, you can also be vulnerable, and that's where I'm coming from. Sometimes I feel, guy, that's why we are together. Like, you don't have to bottle it in alone. Sometimes it can be finances, and this guy is just, or maybe one deal like that will not hear what it don't be carrying himself. And I honestly understand, and I just want you to know that I'm here, and everything will honestly be fine.
I keep telling you, we know you're there. We know you are here.
Yeah.
Then, but that doesn't now mean I should now. How do I put it now?
Okay, so you just want to come and say, guys, you know,
we got it.
Cheer up, we got it.
We got it.
And you come and sit down and rubbing your head.
No.
Oh
I don't like that.
So if you have but sometimes when you get to that point where you know that this matter is only my wife I can go and tell, and it has happened with us so many times that you just be like, sweetie,
this is it. This is what happened. Yeah.
We've had
and we talk about it, and you advise, oh, let's do it this way, let's do it that way, and all that. And okay, fine, we sail through that. Then something else happens again, and you're now, because I've opened you to that kind of aspect of, you now want to now bring it up again and now make me feel like I don't get it. But
I don't understand.
I got this. Yes, no.
I don't get it.
Okay, now. Okay, so maybe I've been sulking for a while. It might be work, it might be anything, and we have that conversation. And you actually advise me. So maybe some other time I'm now sulking again. You now come now to now like maybe you are the counselor and now trying to explain should have done this. I'm like,
So it's only that situation you need me for.
yes.
Any other one you can handle it.
I want to do it.
I don't understand.
No, that's how it works for me, and I keep telling you that's how it works for me. That doesn't now mean you should now make it look as if
Every time I have to give advice. Man, if it's not true.
No, for me it's
Be typing.
no, for us we got it.
Be typing.
For us,
Be typing.
Man, we got it.
You got it.
We got it.
But when you now enter gown like this, it's us. You start coming to like
You still
chicken.
get it. I'm not saying we don't share our thoughts with you. I'm not saying we don't.
Okay, but we should not make it like an every time thing.
Yeah, now making us
Sometimes-
feel like we're babies. I don't want to be babies.
Okay, that's like a once in a while vulnerable situation.
Good. It can happen to anybody.
So
once in a
emotionally,
while.
we should not treat you like babies.
No, I don't want to be treated like a baby.
Well,
That's
just
why I
you.
don't like that name, baby. Not baby.
Babe, I'll call you baby.
No.
I love baby.
I
What
got
are you?
it. I'm sweet.
Yay.
I got it.
For the psychological one, right? I said it's something you have to learn for men. You know, how to decode what's happening with your wife psychologically. You know, you're trying to figure it out. Yeah, you now become like a psychic, right? When she's quiet, when she's this and when she's that. And I figure that for men, it's almost the same as well.
I think so.
Sometimes, yeah, we want to just chatter. You are really not in the mood, right?
You just want to be alone.
You just want to be
You just want
alone.
to be quiet. Sometimes you want to talk.
Sometimes, and I think it matches. It's almost what you said with the emotional part, right? The psychological part is like we should just know when to give
Yeah,
you
we
that
should know.
space.
Good. We should know when to talk. We should know when to refrain from talking. We should know when to advise,
Ecclesiastes.
and we should know when to just keep quiet. You know that sometimes your advice may not be like, how do you say that? Sometimes your advice will be like, oh, you're the best. Do you understand? So sometimes you just.
Sometimes my advice is that seed
no,
that
sometimes
has
you
been
just-
planted on the
No,
rock.
but we've had that conversation countless times and all that. But sometimes we are, oh yeah, that's good. So, but I think for men generally, and that's what I've been telling you that.
You guys are pretty straightforward.
Yeah. We don't do that. Let's go straight to the point. Turn it to us straightforward.
So there's no psychology. I don't need to be a psychic when it comes to you.
No, but you know, the funny thing is that you've been able to study me so well, and I'm like, wow. Do you understand? So even when I'm forming like I'm good, sweet, calm, you're not good. I'm like, but I'm laughing, I'm just calm. So you've been able to study me that well. 10 years.
So what's the advice to other women? Maybe study, right?
I think study and be patient with us. We
Are you slow learners? We say you guys are slow learners.
Yeah, I think so. Always stubborn learners. We want you to say it and say it and say it and say it.
Like I've been saying it for
Yeah,
the past
so
10
you won't say it today
God.
and expect me to remember in 6 months. No. Tell me today. Tell me tomorrow. Tell me every time. Then I think my life will just automatically align and get used to it. So you have to be very patient with us.
Okay. Like I said, for the educational one now, yeah?
Yeah.
It's how you communicate with us, how you are able to teach, you know, you just being the leader or you being that person. It's not a very, I don't say it's not a strong communication point, but I'll say it's a good one where your partner is not, there's no see finish where I can learn from you, right?
Yes.
Where I can learn from you. And I think that one is a two-way thing. I don't think there's a feminine way or a masculine way.
No, but you know the funny thing, sometimes you get too familiar with each other, which I feel is very, very wrong. Your partner should be your best friend. Your partner should be. So when you're in trouble, when you have issues, even if it's work and all that, sometimes we would tend to run to other people, they advise us, and we just realize that this is the same thing my partner told me before that I didn't even.
So you have chosen not to learn from that person. You have just see finish
as entered. Do you understand? So most times, don't be too familiar. So sometimes she can tell you something in passing, and you just ignore. Everything they say to you will definitely work one way or the other. So don't see finish. Should not enter a relationship. No. We should always know how to draw lines. That she said this. He said that. Why don't I try it? Do you understand? Because the funny thing is that when you're in trouble, everybody's in trouble. That's the truth. So
not all the time, God forbid.
No, I'm just saying.
We get into trouble
once in a while, but so you should always try as much as possible to listen to your partner, and don't joke with the advice.
Sometimes it might seem funny.
It might seem very funny. It might seem very funny. You might be like, oh.
The time I used to get angry with you, I've told this uncle something. I've given him advice.
Listen. Somebody else will say.
He'll now come and say, do you know that? Somebody said something to me. I'm like, hey, which advice did he give? And then he says, I just go like,
wow, when I told you,
I told you the same thing. I was talking gibberish,
but I've learned not to joke with, when it comes to my work though, when it comes to my business decisions and all that, I've learned not to. The few times I didn't listen to her enter trouble, and she didn't even care. If you like it, I told you. So when it comes to, I want to make business decisions, I want to enter any deal. So what do you think about this? And she'll be like, no, don't do it. I said, I'll do it. Do you understand? But I go back and okay, fine. So we shouldn't be too brilliant when it comes to our partners. We shouldn't feel we're smarter than them. No.
We can always learn.
We should. No, we can. Okay. We should.
Always
learn and be open to each other when it comes to learning. So you're like, I know it. So they will always come back and trust you.
So the money part, where I said that.
Why is that? It's money that is also going to laugh and
baby, you know now.
Why?
You know now.
Why?
Hey.
No talk now. Why? No, I will not do that. Yeah. So what do you want to say about the money part?
The money part is a lovely way of communicating. See now, we say money like this. I started laughing.
But I'm not laughing.
So why is the money part not exciting?
Because
is it that I don't contribute financially, or there's no financial communication from my side?
Okay, now
how do I communicate with you in the financial space?
Okay, now so the truth of the matter is that we can't do it alone. No man can do it alone. No man can do it. No matter how comfortable you are, it's not a safe place for any man to do it alone. Because sometimes that she always has to come in. But I've always said something. You don't share bills with a woman. I've never been that kind of person. So I'm not open to sharing bills with a woman. And I've never been open to it. But sharing bills is different from a woman coming in financially. Do you understand? That sometimes you're just laid back, that sometimes you have a project to do, that sometimes you just want to be spoiled.
Hey!
You want to eat fish that you didn't drop money for. You want to eat snail that you didn't drop money for. Do you understand? So a woman should always be there financially for a man every time. What do you want us to do? What do you have any projects we're doing? I think so. And it works when the man is also open. Do you understand? It's not as if you expect a man to communicate with you financially and we are the what to other people. You are the order. Sometimes I just get into my house and I just enter the kitchen and everywhere is full. Do you understand? There's a joy that comes. I just feel so happy. I go into my room and I'm like, wow, do you get? So I have this confidence that I have a support system. So I can go to bed. I can sleep. I think for me that's it.
So it's not, how are we saying it now? It's not like directly. Like me now, I like to be saying pam pam on my phone.
I love it. I love it so much. You know,
But you know, I've told you something before too.
Yeah.
I said I also want to see Pam Pam on my phone too.
From me.
Yeah, I've told you that thing countless times.
Which money can I give you that will be enough?
That's the problem. And that was the day I told my wife that, sweet, I want to even see Pam Pam. I've been having so many debit alerts. I just need to see a credit alert. I think my wife sent me 1,000 naira. I'm like, no, what's this? What happened? Do you know sometimes you send 1,000.
But there are other ways I've compensated. This year alone.
We're not talking about this year. We're not talking about gifts.
That's financial now. It's not money we used to buy gifts.
Yeah, but you know, initially I told you I wasn't a gift person.
Yes. But it's surprising when I knew that it's not because you're not a gift person, it's because you've not experienced receiving gifts.
Good. So I've never been wired that way. I've never been. So I just felt I was not. So don't do gifts. It's not my love language. Don't do gifts. But she's been able to, I think, and my wife is not now a gift person. It's money. So no, but I am the way I've always
shown is
that
gift.
I care.
Yeah.
And she'll be like, don't just come
because sometimes you buy the wrong things.
So don't just come and bamboozle me.
Everybody has their love language, right?
I want to know. I'm learning. I'm still learning. We'll keep learning. Marriage is a journey.
So, it's an institution.
Yeah, so
a learning one.
So I keep learning every time.
Yeah.
I think I'll be getting it right. Sometimes I do it well. She cries. I like when she cries. So I think it's good. And she's been doing it well too. So I think we're good when it comes to that.
Yeah.
We're inching closer.
We are getting there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you being the head of your family, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you are able to let your spouse know that when it comes to the spiritual aspect, I got you.
Yeah.
Right? Or I got this family.
Yeah.
Is one great way of communicating with your wife.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And I feel like the minute she knows that when it comes to spiritual law, this guy doesn't joke, there's a level of respect that comes with it.
Of the matter is that it will be difficult for any marriage to work without you following that order. You struggle. I struggled a lot initially in my marriage. I struggled a lot. Love. Without loving God, you can't love your wife. Anybody that tells you I love you and doesn't love God, it's not. It's lying. It's not real. It's scared for that kind of man. So I think spiritually, we as men, we have to take charge until we take charge of our home. Our home is like our domain. Until you take charge as a man, until you follow that order. God, me, my wife, children, before everything comes. If we can follow that order, I think marriage becomes easier. Marriage is not difficult, but without God at the center of it becomes so. Just be fighting. There's so much chaos. Everything is just.
Yeah, because
everything is just. There won't be order because you're not following the order of God. But once as a man, you try as much as possible to be at the center of it and let them know that this is what Daddy wants. This is what
the order of God is.
The order of God is.
It's like, like in the beginning where they said there was darkness, right?
Yes, and God had to say, let there be light. So as a man, you have to be the one to bring out the light in your home too.
Yeah.
And when that is in place, you just realize that conflicts will reduce. A lot of things that you're going to be fighting for. Where are you? What are you doing? You just realize that it becomes like it doesn't happen in your home again. Your kids now follow the order to because most times it's not even about us.
Yeah. It's about the legacy, the next generation.
Yeah. It's about
what are you passing on?
What are you passing on to your kids? How do they see you? What do they want to learn from you? So for God at the center of marriage will make everything, will make communication easier. So because you want to communicate with your wife, you guys are not praying together, you guys don't pray, you guys don't
fast.
You guys don't fast, you guys don't have anything you do together. Sometimes it's not even about the only thing some couples do together is just
Far.
No, don't say far now, yeah. Say strap. It's not, we're not saying that it's not good though.
It's
but
good though, but
it's
yeah.
good though, but God has to be the center. God has to be the center of the business. So it makes life easier. Yeah. Good.
Good. Is there any other thing I'm missing that I didn't touch? Is there any other way you guys like to be communicated with that we didn't cover?
Okay, now, so initially we had issues with respect. How do you want your wife? How do you want your wife to respect you? How do you want your wife to? So, for me, respect is not bowing down. Sometimes respect is just listening to me. Do you understand? I say no TV after 9 p.m. and I go. And I come back 10:30 p.m. The TV and everywhere. I just feel, oh my God. So it's not, it's just me saying something, I'm not there, I'm there, it's done. So I think that for us, or for me, that I think I like that. And most times now when I come home, I want my place to be in a certain way. I want everywhere to be, and I come home and everywhere, and I'm happy. For me, that's respect. If I'm trying, you're going, it's getting better, it's going to get better, you know. So, what else?
Wow.
It's not, but you know, you even said it. You said it, that you've been making conscious efforts to, and it's not paying off. In it. Good.
Anyway, so yeah, I think that is it.
No, don't let me do. Let me remember. So my respect. Okay, don't treat me like a baby. I don't want to treat you
Sex.
like a baby.
Respect.
Sex.
Respect. Why are you whispering? Say it. Say it loud.
Sex. Don't joke with it. It's not good. Don't joke with it. I'm warning you.
Bye guys, this is the end of this vlog. This is the end of this video. Right, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and drop a comment in the comment section. We want to really hear your thoughts on this, right? Until next time, guys, it's Happily Married by Abby, or Happily Married with, I need to learn this name. Happily Married with Abby. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.